Well, hello my fellow nosy drunk-gooners. I hope you are doing well, because I am, and today is a special day because it is the 3rd year anniversary of this channel. Isn't that amazing? 3 years already, and as usual, I'm going to do a question and answer video. If you do not know, the concept is very simple. I have 170 questions. I haven't read them. I've asked ChatGPT to write them all for me. And if I want to answer the question, I'm going to answer. And if I do not want to answer, I'm gonna drink this alcoholic beverage. We're going to start with very simple, basic questions. Some are gonna be about the channel, some are gonna be about me. Then it's gonna start to be a little more personal, then even more personal. Then I'll have some bold questions, stuff that may be embarrassing, some stuff that can be a little deep, stuff like that. And at the end, I'm gonna have question about getting high and getting drunk, this kind of stuff. All the question and the timestamps are gonna be in the pinned comment below, because I cannot put them in the description. They are just too much character. So if you want to see specific answer, the pinned comment is here for that. One last thing, I am in the middle of a heat wave, which means I am fucking hot. So I have fan on, that's what you're hearing, it has to stay on, otherwise I'm gonna just melt. So I'm very sorry if it's annoying, if it's a bother for you. Do not finish this video, I won't be mad at you, but I really need the fan on. Okay, one sip for good luck and we'll start. Okay, first question. What's the first thing you do when you wake up in the morning? First of all, I don't really wake up in the morning per se, but I take my phone to check the time. That's just it. I check the time, I see if I have any notification, then I put on my glasses, check out my notification, and then I get out of bed. What's a game you're saving for a special video? Not really for a special video, but I am saving 𝖊𝖉𝖎𝖙𝖎𝖓 for next year, because this year I've played 𝖊𝖉𝖎𝖙𝖎𝖓, which took me a long time. So next year we're gonna play 𝖊𝖉𝖎𝖙𝖎𝖓 again. There's gonna be multiple videos on it. So yeah, next year. How do you feel when a game genuinely scares you on camera? Honestly, it usually makes me laugh, and I know that when I'm gonna edit, I know that I'm gonna be able to see my reaction in slow motion, and I'm just glad. I'm glad that the game gave me some kind of reaction. Have your editing skills improved since you started? I hope so. I feel like they did. I truly, sincerely feel like they did. I recently found a way to not have that black one frame in between two cuts, so I am so amazed by that, and just that makes me feel like I'm getting better at editing. Have you ever had to scrap a video entirely, and why? Yes, it happened twice, I think. Once I just wanted to do some concepts, and once I started editing and rewatched the edited video, it just didn't work. It was not funny, it was not interesting, so in the bin. And the other time, and I am still mad at myself for it, I recorded quite some time ago 𝖊𝖉𝖎𝖙𝖎𝖓𝖌 2. It was long enough ago that I did not remember much of what happened when I replayed it. The problem was the video was cut. We just had one image for 3 seconds, then another image for 3 seconds, and another image for 3 seconds. It was just unwatchable. I had also multiple videos where I debated with myself if I should replay the game entirely, redo the video entirely, or just try to adjust some stuff, because sometimes the audio of the game is so loud compared to my voice, or sometimes just everything is just not loud enough, but I usually find a way to get around that. But when the video is basically a PowerPoint, that I cannot do anything about it. Do you keep old footage you've never used? No, it just takes space for nothing, so it gets in the bin. What's behind the scene part of content creation people don't realize? The time it really takes to edit takes me so long, and it's so annoying, but also find a game. I have to find a game that inspires me to play. I try to do different style, different themes, different everything each time, and sometimes it's just fucking hard to find a game that I want to play, something that is different from what I did last week, something that also is within the right time frame, because there are a lot of games that are like 2 minutes or 2 hours. It's a bit hard sometimes to find the right game for the right moment. Do you set goals for each video you post? No, not really, no. Besides finishing the game, no. Have you ever rewatched your older videos? What do you think? I did. I didn't watch entirely my older videos, but I sometimes watch a few seconds, a few minutes of them, just to, I don't know, because I want to, and I think the old one, the first ones, were bad. But I like my current style of video, of editing and recording and playing. Also, when I play a game that is like part 2, for example, 𝖊𝖉𝖎𝖙𝖎𝖓𝖌 2, I quickly rewatched some parts of the 𝖊𝖉𝖎𝖙𝖎𝖓𝖌 part 1 just to remind myself what was the story. And I also love to rewatch the videos where some of my rats appear, because I just love seeing them. Is there a game that made you laugh more than it scared you? The Sauce game made me laugh really hard. I don't think it was intended to be that much of a scary game, but I remember that it made me laugh. Other than that, there's nothing that's coming to my mind. What's your go-to comfort food? McDonald's, I guess. I'm not a complicated lady. I love anything pasta, carbonara, Alfredo, bolognese, just ketchup and grated cheese. That's all. I don't need much. What kind of weather makes you happiest? Not this one. Clearly the opposite of that. I like autumn weather, the ones in like late October when there's storm brewing in the distance and it's a little bit fresh. You can go outside with just a light sweater. I love that. This is not it. Do you collect anything? I don't know. Do I? And that's just what you can see, because in the other rooms I have so many things. I love to collect bones and just dead stuff in general. I have taxidermies, I have insects, I have, again, bones, I have wet specimens, the animals that are inside a jar with some alcohol or formaldehyde in the jar. I just love this creepy and gore and gross and morbid shit. What's your favorite type of non-horror movie? I like comedies. Sometimes you just need a good laugh with something that's just not too deep. And musicals. I'm a big sucker for musical movies. Do you like decorating your space for holidays or seasons? Absolutely, especially Halloween. Sometimes I do stuff for Christmas. We make a random Christmas tree. I did a book Christmas tree. I also did a Christmas tree with dead branches, and I decorated them. But yeah, Halloween is a must. The other holidays, not so much. I don't really care for them. And Christmas, it really depends what I have on hand. Are you more of a city person or countryside person? A city. I love the city. What's your ideal day off? Well, the thing is, I don't work at all. Every day is a day off. So I'm gonna drink to that just because I haven't drank in some time, so let's drink. What's your favorite childhood video game memory? Playing, I think it was Driver, a game similar to GTA. Driver with my cousins on my cousin's console. It was so fun. It was the first time I ever touched a console. It was so cool. I fell in love instantly, and I had a ton of fun stealing motorcycles and sports cars. What's your favorite thing about your personal style? I don't know. This one, I don't know. Do you enjoy journaling, drawing, or anything creative outside YouTube? Yes. I love anything art related, except music. I'm not good at music, but currently I'm into embroidery. I'm starting something. I'm gonna show you. I'm on this piece. This is gonna be the bi flag, the bisexual flag, and into coloring books. What do people get wrong about you at first? People generally think I'm very introverted and very reserved, private, and I am kind of introverted and definitely weird, but if I get comfortable, I can be a bit extravagant. I can talk, I can make jokes. I will get out there, but I just need to get comfortable. I don't necessarily need to know you. I just need a little bit of connection between us, and I will open up pretty easily. What the hell you'll die on, even if it's petty? People need to get a permit for having kids. There are too many people who have kids and should absolutely not have kids. You have to get a license in order to drive, and the consequences of driving are less important than having a child that you do not want, are not prepared for, are not, that you shouldn't get. Just in general, people should get a permit before having kids. That's my one unpopular opinion, I guess. And I wish that would be the case. I know it's not really enforceable, but god damn it, I wish. What's a sound that instantly relaxes you? Just the rats barking when they do this. It means that they are very happy, and it makes me very happy. I love that sound. Just knowing that they are happy little guys fills my heart with happiness. Do you like working in silence or with background noise? Background noise, at the condition that I am the one to choose the noise. If it's people I cannot control talking and making noises, I hate it. I'd rather be silent. But if I am the one choosing to either put on a series or putting on music, I would choose the background noise. What's your favorite random useless fact? The human body has enough fat, the average human body has enough fat to make 7 soap. What does your name or username mean if it has a meaning? Well, it means that I'm the queen of rats. What's a fictional character you relate to? You know what? Oh god. I put on too much vodka from the get-go. Do you believe in luck or fate? No. What's a small thing you always overthink? I don't know. I just don't know. It's not that I don't want to answer. I just don't know. What's something you're really proud of but rarely talk about? I'm quite proud of the fact that for the last 3 years I have been able to consistently upload a video each and every week. I am quite proud of that because multiple times I was very close to either not do it in time or just abandon everything entirely, quit everything, but I haven't made a mistake in 3 years. It is insanely amazing for me. I'm not usually this kind of person. So yeah, it's a big achievement. Have you ever rage quit off camera and then pretended everything was fine in the video? Probably, but I can't remember an actual instance where it happened. But I know it happened at least once or twice. Because sometimes I just do dumb stuff, sometimes I just make a mistake that makes me go back into the game. For example, the pancake show, the platform thing, I was close to being pissed off, and stuff like that made me angry pretty quickly, and I know it happened. I know, I just cannot think of when. What's your usual reaction to cheap jump scares? What else can I do? Honestly, what other reaction could one have? What's your favorite type of horror game enemies? Ghost, monsters, murder, etc. I don't think I have one. I'm gonna drink because, again, I don't know. What horror game would you remake if you could? I guess Rainbow, because there is a part where it's not creepy anymore. The part, if I remember correctly, it's been a while since I've played it. There is some part where we are in trees, and there are some creatures, but it's not scary at all. So I would make the whole game scary, like the first worlds. Do you like time puzzles or hate them with passion? I hate them! I hate them so much! If a game makes you scream, do you replay it to see if it still scares you? Well, I have never had a game that made me audibly scream. When I'm scared, I usually just that's all I make. Or maybe if I'm already talking, I will get a. But if I'm just doing nothing, I don't scream. Movies do not make me scream either. So, but even if it did make me scream, I don't think I would replay it to see if it still scared me. That makes no sense. So, no. Have you ever had a game crash in the worst possible moment? Absolutely. Absolutely. Multiple times. Both while recording and while playing on my free time. The Binding of Isaac has a tendency sometimes to fuck me over when I am doing the daily runs. So, yeah. What's a horror game you love that no one ever talks about? I forgot. Teleforum, I don't know why it's not talked about more. Teleforum was so good. I cannot wait for 𝖊𝖎𝖎𝖙𝖎𝖓𝖏 to be finally out. I want to play this game so bad. I love it. Even I forgot. I hear about it sometimes. But Teleforum is just unknown for some reason, and it sucks because it deserves more recognition. Have you ever made up a backstory for a game character on the spot? I think I said something in the next day it will be better, or tomorrow it will be better, or something like that. There was a character that was weird, and I remember saying some stuff about him, which was obviously not true. I don't really remember what I said, but yeah, sometimes I just make up stuff, but not like a whole backstory, just some little insignificant details like why are they here in this situation, stuff like that. What's your least favorite horror game mechanic? Platforms. I hate platforms. I hate them. In every video game, actually. What's something about your audience that surprised you in a good way? I haven't had a single negative comment, and I am so happy about it. I was ready for mean comments, but no, I either get no comments or only good ones, and I'm really appreciative of that. Has your on-screen persona changed over time? Hopefully, again, yes, I feel like it has. I'm getting more confident, more extroverted with you. I feel great, way more confident than when I started. Any big plans or changes coming up for the channel? Not really. I have one thing planned for the next video, and it is 𝖊𝖉𝖎𝖙𝖎ℎ 2, which has just came out, and I am so excited to play it because the first game was really fun. And that's just all I've planned for now. What's one video that unexpectedly got a lot of love? Last Seen Online had a lot of views, more than my other videos, so I guess this one. How do you handle negativity or hate comments? Well, I don't know, because I don't need to. I had, I think, one, or at least that I've just seen one thumb down, and it didn't affect me. I didn't care at all, and I had no hate, no negative comments. So honestly, I'm so fine. I'm doing fine. And if I had negative comments, so what? I don't care. What advice would you give your past self from when you started YouTube? Get a setup before starting. I think I started being really good, being more confident and stuff when I had my desk, so I can put my camera and it doesn't move, and I have my mic that is clamped to the desk. It's amazing. I shouldn't have started on my bed like I did. I should have waited to have a good setup, a good stable desk and setup. Do you plan to try other content formats, so vlog, reviews, challenges? I would like to, not vlogs, not reviews, but challenges or other concepts different than the Q&A. I would like to, I just do not know if anyone would be interested. But if I knew for sure that you guys would be interested, I would love to make different concept videos. How do you stay motivated during dry spells? Okay. Have you ever gotten emotional while editing a video? I don't know what you call emotional, but when I was editing, I cannot remember. Fishy. It was fishy. And also the missing part of Maria, I don't remember her name. That was a challenge because I have a phobia of amputees. That's the most emotional I've been while playing and editing. Where do you see your channel a year from now? The same with maybe 120 subscribers instead of 101. I don't really think about the future like this. I just let things happen. Okay, time to refill this. Good. What's something you pretend to be confident about but actually aren't? Yeah. What's one thing you envy in others but don't usually admit? Their sense of humor. It's hard for me to be spontaneously funny and make a pun on the go because obviously English isn't my first language, so I struggle with it. I would love to be able to make a pun or give a joke like that in less than a second, but I usually am unable to. When was the last time you truly felt embarrassed? The last time, the very last time, the most recent one, I was walking from my kitchen to my office here, and I don't know how it happened. I crashed into a bunch of cardboards that were on the way. I had plenty of space to conturn them, but I crashed right onto them, and my husband was watching me the whole time. He saw me crashing, going straight into the cardboards. That's all. It's not very spicy, but that was the most recent dumb shit I did. What's a small insecurity that follows you everywhere? Again, I'm not going to reveal my insecurities on the internet. I'll share my traumas, but not my insecurities, okay? Do you ever talk to yourself in the mirror? What do you say? I talk to myself often, yes, but not in front of the mirrors. I avoid mirrors, actually. I use mirrors only when I put on makeup or when I taking care of my pimples. But otherwise, I don't really like looking at myself in the mirror, and I definitely do not talk to myself in the mirror. What's something you're really bad at, but you wish you weren't? Cleaning. I wish I could get motivated to clean, and I wish I'd love cleaning, but I don't. It hurts, and I hate it. So I don't clean, but I wish I had that fiber in me to clean at least a little bit. When was the last time you cried and what triggered it? It was a few days after Morty died. I was giving kisses and taking care of my boys, and I was missing Morty so bad. I just felt his absence, and it made me bawl. I miss the little guy. I truly do. What's a compliment you still remember because it meant a lot? That I had pretty legs. That I had great legs. I don't really like any part of my body, so just anyone telling me that a part of my body is pretty will go straight to my heart. What's one part of your personality you wish people understood better? I don't know. I don't know. Because for the most part, people usually get my personality pretty quickly. The person I talk to the most either know me very well or do not need to know me. For example, the mail delivery person or the person that delivers our groceries, they don't need to know me at all. And other than that, I have my husband, I have my best friend, they know me, so I don't know what to answer to this question. Have you ever ghosted someone and regretted it? No, I don't think I have ever ghosted anyone. So no. What's your weirdest guilty pleasure besides horror? I like to get high. Or drunk, but usually high. Do you keep old notes, letters, or texts that mean something to you? Absolutely yes. What's something you're really territorial about? My stuff, I'm not really territorial per se. My husband can take any of my stuff when he wants, but he needs to put them back in their fucking place. If I put something here, you can take it, but when you're done with it, just fucking put it back here, where it belongs. That's the only thing. You need to put the stuff back in their place. Have you ever had a secret nickname no one knows about? What the fuck even is that? Do I have like a secret nickname for myself? For someone else? I don't understand the question, so I'm gonna drink. What's something embarrassing you still do out of habit? I sleep with a teddy bear. I'm not embarrassed at all by that, but I guess it could be considered embarrassing for a grown-ass woman to sleep with a teddy bear. But I do. I have a plushie. My husband gifted it to me. It is a sloth. It is adorable. It is very soft. I love it. And I cannot sleep without it. What's your most irrational pet peeve? People who eat with their mouth open. I cannot handle that. The level of fury it gives me is definitely irrational. If you could relive one day of your life, which would it be? That would be the day my husband proposed to me. It was a perfect day, literally everything perfect from when I woke up to when I got to bed. What's something in your home you'd be embarrassed for people to see? The pile of clothes lying in the floor. And also the dozen of almost empty Coke bottles. I have 3 already next to me, and I have at least 10 in my bedroom. I'm not proud of that, but it is what it is. What's your biggest procrastination habit? What's a lie you tell yourself regularly? I'm not that fat. It's alright. But I am that fat. I am even more than fat. Have you ever had moments where you realized you were the toxic one? I had moments where I realized I was also the toxic one. Not just the toxic one, but it was toxic relationship from both parts. I wasn't just alone being toxic, alright? What's the most childish thing you still do? I pick my nose. And I sleep with a teddy bear. Have you ever tried to impress someone and totally failed? I don't think so. No. What's something you've posted online that you regret? I'm not telling you that either. Have you ever pretended to know something you absolutely didn't? Sometimes I pretend I heard what someone said, even though I didn't hear it. I just, absolutely, totally, yeah. That's all. What's the weirdest thing you've cried about? I don't know if it's weird, but I've cried over a character dying in a book. If you want to know, spoiler alert, it was Billy Summers from the eponymous book. I don't know, his death just made me cry, and I guess it's a bit stupid to cry over a fictional character in a book. What's a trend you got into late and felt awkward about it? When I was in middle school, everyone was wearing, I don't know what it's called in English, but in French it's 𝖊𝖎𝖎𝖙𝖓𝖌. I'm gonna show you what it's like. And everyone was wearing this thing for weeks. And when I finally got my hands on one, I swear to God, I was so proud of it. I was finally on trend. And I was on the bus with my little 𝖊𝖎𝖎𝖙, and nobody else was wearing one. Nobody. The trend was gone the minute I joined in. And since then, I just, trends, no, not for me, no. I do my own thing, and I do not try to get on trends because, just no. What's something you overshare when you're nervous? Everything, I guess. I tend to overshare what I'm feeling when I'm nervous. Usually when I'm playing and I feel like a jump scare is coming soon, I just talk a lot, especially about what I'm feeling. It's not that bad, but just I'm feeling it. My heart is beating, whatever. Nothing very interesting. Do you ever rehearse conversations in your head? Absolutely. Have you ever given someone advice you wished you'd taken yourself? I don't think so, no. What's a moment where you felt completely out of control? Do you feel like people actually know the real you? No. What's one thing that makes you feel instantly vulnerable? Crying. I don't want anybody, even my husband, to see me when I cry. I dislike it. It just feels wrong. I want to be alone in my misery, in my sadness, in my grief. I want to be left alone. What emotion do you feel hardest to express? Love. I know it's a bit weird. I love my husband, but I don't tell him often how much I love him. I show it to him, but I don't say it. I hope that makes sense, and I hope he can still feel the love I have for him. But love is something hard to express for me. The I love you, saying I love you feels weird. I prefer giving him a gift that say I love you rather than just saying it out loud. Have you ever ruined something good because you didn't feel you deserved it? Almost. My relationship with my husband, I almost ruined it, but I didn't, so everything's great. What's something you're still healing from, even if it's been years? What's your secret way of self-soothing when things get rough? The rats. I love them so much. I love to play with them and give them kisses and cuddles, and they always cheer me up and make me happy. I fucking love rats. What's something you've never told anyone because you didn't want to burden them? When do you feel most like yourself? In case like this, when I'm high or drunk, it sucks ass, but I feel so good when I'm in that state. So yeah, that. What's something you wish you could say to someone from your past? Well, so when's the last time you did something for the first time? A few days ago. I think it was earlier this week or maybe later last week. I heard a music for the first time. I listened to The Moth King by 𝖊𝖎𝖙𝖎𝖓 for the first time, and I really liked it. Do you ever feel pressure to be on for your audience, even when you're not okay? No. When I'm not okay, either I don't record or I just admit it. I'm not fine, and it's okay. When was the last time you felt like a total imposter? When I was in middle school, I attended an art competition, an amateur art competition. And when I saw everyone else's work, oh my god, I felt like I definitely did not belong anywhere near those guys. What's something people don't know you struggle with daily? I have chronic pain. You can't see it, but I can definitely feel it. I am in pain 24/7. I can usually manage it, but there are times where it's hard. Have you ever felt like you outgrew a friend or community? Sadly, yes. What's the last thing that made you feel completely seen? The fuck do I know? What do you hide about yourself out of fear of being judged? I'm very lazy. I don't really hide it, but I don't know. I'm not proud of it either, you know. I'm a lazy person. And I'm starting to get very drunk. My head is starting to get a bit dizzy. Do you feel like you've changed a lot in the past year, and how? I don't. At all. I don't feel like I've changed. What do you do when you feel like you're not good enough? I try to get my mind somewhere else. I listen to music, I do art, I go cuddle the rats or play with the dog or talk with my husband. I just try to make myself think of anything else. What's one version of yourself you had to let go of? The version of myself that was thin and healthy. I used to be thin and pretty, and I used to not be in pain every fucking day. I used to be able to run and jump and do stuff. And now I cannot. Okay, we're about to enter more personal questions. What's something you've never forgiven yourself for? There was a boy I should have kissed when I was in high school. I hate myself for not doing it. But it's okay. It's okay. But I wish I did. I wish I told him how much I loved him back then. Have you ever lost someone and never really grieved properly? No. No. What's something you desperately wanted growing up but never got? A good relationship with my parents, maybe? That's all I can think of right now. When did you last feel completely alone, even around people? I don't know. What's the time you pushed people away because you were hurting? I have had pushed away my husband multiple times when I just felt like shit inside. I've said mean things to him, that poor man. So yeah, it will probably happen again. I'm trying my hardest to not do that, but sometimes it just hurts so much inside that you have to get it out somehow. Do you ever feel like you're too much for people? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What's something you wish someone had told you at your lowest point? Nothing really. When have you felt like giving up and what kept you going? When I finished editing 𝖊𝖉𝖎𝖙𝖎𝖓𝖌, I wanted to give up the channel entirely. I had a tiny burnout. I was so done with everything. I even said to my husband, I'm done, I'm quitting, I'm giving up, I can't do this anymore. I don't know what kept me going. After a few days, I missed it. I wanted to do it again. I missed playing video games while recording myself, saying stuff to the camera. I just missed it, but it was the closest I've been to quitting everything. What's a belief you've held for a long time but had to let go of? That sometimes things cannot get better. Regarding to my health, for example, or even my husband's health, just sometimes you can do everything, it just cannot get better because that's not how it works. When you have certain struggles, you cannot get better. For example, me, even if I exercised, if I was going to physical therapy, there is nothing I can do to get better. The best I can do is stay consistent and not get worse. And it's the same for my husband. He's autistic, he has a lot more struggles that I'm not going into, but his struggles are not going to get better. At best, they're going to stay the same, but his pathology makes it so it's going to get worse as he ages, and we're just gonna hope that they don't get worse too quickly. Have you ever felt ashamed of your own emotions? Yes, I hate to cry, even if it's for a legitimate reason. I don't want anyone to see me cry. I want to do that on my own. I don't want an audience seeing me cry. What does home feel like to you, and have you ever truly felt it? Home is where I feel good, where my bed is, where my pets are, and when I can be naked and ravage the fridge without anyone giving me shit about it. Here, if I want to empty the fridge, who cares? I'm the one doing the groceries. I can do what I want. What's something you've healed from that still aches anyway? Do you ever feel like you're pretending to be someone you're not even now? Not really. A little bit, yeah, I guess. I pretend to be more confident than I am. I pretend to like myself more than I actually like myself. But other than that, no. When's the last time you surprised yourself, good or bad? I don't know. I don't want to stay thinking about it for too long because it's gonna get too weird. So if I don't know, I'm just going to drink. So I don't know. Do you think people understand your silence or do they misread it? Who the fuck is people? I talk daily to a maximum of 2 people. People that know me, so obviously they know what my silence means. The other one are just people passing by. So, yeah, I guess they understand my silence. What the fuck is this question? What's your relationship with failure like? Again, I don't know how to answer this question. How am I supposed to answer this question? I obviously don't like failure, but I'm a pessimistic at heart, so I accept failure. So if I succeed, I am happily surprised, and if I fail, I dislike it, obviously, but I expected it, so it's fine. What do you do when you feel like you're failing behind in life? The thing is, I don't feel like I'm falling behind at all. So I'm gonna drink because I cannot answer this question. What's something you wish you were brave enough to say out loud? Again, it's not that I don't want to answer, it's just that I don't know. No, maybe I do know. Maybe I do know and don't want to answer, actually. Did you feel guilty for taking time for yourself? Why would I? When have you felt invisible? Oh my god. Oh my god. When I was in high school, I had a crush on this guy. I guess it was pretty obvious. He had a girlfriend, so I didn't try anything. It was just a nice, friendly friend. But his girlfriend was super jealous. So, his solution was to literally ignore me. Not talk to me, not see me, act like I was literally invisible. Jokes on him because now we're married. But yeah, that sucked for a long time. I just liked saying hello and him saying hi back. And when he just stopped talking to me, oh my god, it sucked. But now it's okay. Now we say hi to each other every day. What's a part of your past you wish you could rewrite? Not to change the out, but to change how you felt. Who were you 5 years ago and how do you feel about that version of yours? I was engaged and we were in the middle of COVID. It was the quarantine period, so I was obviously fucking bored. But I was still pretty much the same, except that I wasn't married yet, and I was miserable because we lived in a shitty apartment. We weren't here yet, and where we lived sucked ass. But inside, I think I was very similar to who I am now. What's the hardest lesson you've learned from someone you loved? Shit happens. Sometimes bad shit happens. You cannot control life, you cannot control other people, and sometimes stuff happens even if you don't want them to happen. Have you ever apologized to yourself for something? No? No? What? When did you realize you had changed, for better or for worse? When I finally stand up to my family and told them all to fuck off and forget me, and that from now on I was an orphan. What's something you used to hide about yourself that you now embrace? My hair, I used to hate them. I spent like half a year with a beanie on, hiding them, but now I really love them. They are long and they are curly and they are soft, and I like them. What's a habit you keep that quietly hurts you? I guess I do not go to bed when I should. It's probably like 1 a.m. right now. It's 2:30. I should be sleeping right now, but I'm not close to going to bed. And I'm gonna wake up at 6 p.m. probably. And I should go to bed early and wake up early also. Have you ever felt homesick from a person, not a place? Yes. Again, husband. What version of you do you miss the most? I don't miss any version of me. I like myself like how I am now. What part of your personality do you think came from survival, not choice? Dark humor usually comes from trauma and trying to cope. Also, addiction may be coming from trauma. It could be like just how I am wired, but it could be from trauma. Do you feel seen by the people in your life? Husband, yes. Family, definitely no. And best friend, sadly, no. What scares you more, being truly known or never being known at all? Being truly known. I like keeping a little bit of mystery. What's something you've never admitted out loud but think about often? How I'm going to die. I not really an idea. I know how I want to die. I know when I want to die, and I know it's not normal, and I know I shouldn't talk about that. But I think about it quite often. Actually, I just imagine myself dying this way, and it somehow relaxes me. Do you feel proud of who you've become, honestly? Yes. Yeah, I'm pretty proud of myself. I'm in a pretty good place. I'm in a good home. I'm doing stuff that I love. I have lovely pets. I have an amazing husband. I couldn't ask for something better than him. I'm doing great. If only in this old thing it was good, life would be perfect. What mask do you wear that's hardest to take off? Don't know. Have to pee. What's one thing about you that feels permanently misunderstood? I don't know. Again, answering the questions are starting to be hard. My brain is starting to go. So let's finish this drink. And fill it back up. Okay. What's something you've done out of fear and not choice? Shutting myself up. Sometimes you just have to zip it. Because you don't have a choice. So, yeah, not say anything. Have you ever stayed quiet when you should have stood up for yourself? Oh, yes, obviously. Again, when I was little, I was so not confident. I used to let everyone walk all over me. But it's not the case anymore, let me tell you. When was the last time you felt truly safe? Every day, honestly, when I'm at home with my husband, I feel safe. I know that I can tell him everything and nothing's going to happen to me. Do you think the version of yourself online is accurate or curated? Oh, it's definitely curated. What's something you hope no one ever finds out about you, even if it's small? Do you really think I'm gonna answer that? Have you ever tried to become someone just to be loved? No. No, I don't think so. Even despite not being confident and not easily making friends, I'm still doing my best to be who I am, who I feel like. So no. What do you mourn that you never had? Again, a good relationship with my parents. I wish I had a good time, a great childhood, a great adolescence, but that's just not the case. What's something you wish you could tell your younger self, but you know they wouldn't believe you? I wish I could tell my younger self who I married. What's a moment you replay over and over in your head for no good reason? What are you still waiting for? Quietly, stubbornly, painfully. Do you ever wonder if you've missed your moment? No. I know I missed my moment in the sense of I should have made YouTube channel way earlier when Let's Play were starting to gain audiences. Now I know it's too fucking late. I'm never going to be rich from this, but I don't mind. I don't care. I like being a small creator. I don't mind if I never get money from that. And no, I don't really wonder if I miss my moments, because I don't care. What's a part of your story you still don't know how to talk about? Well, I indeed do not know. What's one truth about yourself you wish you could unlearn? Other than being super lazy, sometimes I get mean. And when I get mean, I get like really mean. I know how to hurt you very bad, and I wish I wasn't like that. What's something that makes you feel like maybe you're going to be okay? My husband and my pets. They're here for me and I love them, and I know, especially of course my husband, if I have any problem I can talk to him. And again, I know they are here for me if I need them, and just knowing that someone is here to support you and love you no matter what is such a relief. It is not something everyone has a chance to have, and I'm very lucky to have that. So I'm okay. If I have my husband and my pets, everything's okay. Okay, now we are getting into the NSFW questions. Have you ever had a hookup you instantly regretted? Oh, hell yes! Not just one. What's your biggest turn-off during intimate moments? The only thing I can think about right now is dirty talk. I don't like it. Like calling me a little slut or stuff like that. I don't like it at all, and I don't like doing it either. So yeah, that. Have you faked it just to get it over with? How many women haven't done that? Honestly, how many? I want to know. What's the most adventurous place you've done something not so innocent? Have you ever pretended to know more about something intimate that you actually did? Yes. When I lost my V card, I did not tell the guy that I was a virgin, and I pretended to, well, not be a virgin. He knew. He definitely knew, but I just didn't want to admit it. What's the most NSFW search you've ever typed in that you're willing to admit? Some specific sex position. Have you ever had an inappropriate dream about someone unexpected? Yeah, of course. Who hasn't? And it happened multiple times, like with different people, but I can tell you one person I was not expected to have a sex dream about. Oliver Tree in his country era with the blonde long mullet. I don't know why I do not find him sexy in any way, shape or form with any hairstyle. I don't know why I had this dream with him like that. Yeah, him. Have you ever been the one on in a very compromising situation? No. I've been interrupted, but thankfully the door was closed and the person knocked. So we had time to stop everything and put clothes back on. What's something that absolutely kills the mood for you? I don't think there is anything that could definitely kill the mood. It could kill it for a few seconds, but when I'm at it, I'm at it. Have you ever sent a risky text and immediately panicked? Yes, of course. When did you first try alcohol? I cannot remember because I was very fucking young. I've heard the story, I don't remember it, but I've heard the story that when I was little, like a toddler, when it was Christmas or a celebration and the adults went outside to smoke, I apparently go around the tables to finish everyone's champagne. So I started very little. What's the drunkest thing you've done and still managed to keep secret until now? I don't know. I legit do not know. Have you ever had too much to drink and regretted it? Yes. Twice. The first time was because I drank too much too quickly, so I was out of it very early. So I went to sleep very early. I didn't really enjoy the night because I was sleeping. The other time, I was so drunk I spray vomited in the toilet, and I was so drunk I forgot to clean it. And I was so sorry. It wasn't even my toilet. And yeah, I regret it. It was not worth it. Drunk enough to puke, not worth it. What's the most chaotic thing you've done while drunk or high? I've said it before. I was out. It was a big town party, and there was a rugby team walking in front of me, and I touched all the butts I could touch. What's the worst drunk purchase? Something you've ordered online and completely forgot about? I don't think I've ever made a drunken purchase. Usually when I'm drunk, when I'm not home, it's usually when there is a party or something, so I don't have to buy anything. If it's a town thing, I buy food or tickets to roller coasters and stuff. But when I'm home, I don't buy anything, so I'm gonna drink because nothing really. I don't think I have bought anything that I regretted while drunk. My voice is starting to get a bit hoarse, and my throat is starting to burn, and my head is starting to... I feel like my brain is in the ocean, and I feel the wave doing this to my brain. It's almost done. Have you ever had a never again moment that actually stuck? Oh fucking yes. I'm not gonna tell you what, but oh my god, yes I had. Have you ever had to lie about where you were the night before? No, actually no. What's something you've only done because you were under the influence? The vodka at the bottom, I can feel it. What's your biggest party secret no one knows until now? I don't have one. Have you ever had a really bad hangover? No, I never had a hangover. Maybe it's because I'm less than 30. I felt bad like the day after, but never truly a hangover with the light hurting my eyes and a migraine. I never had that. I guess I'm lucky. I hope it stays that way, but I don't really drink that often, so I don't really have the opportunity to get a bad hangover. And we're done. Oh my god. I'm drunk. Wow. What can I say? It's the end of the video. I hope you liked it. The video is over. My fellow nosy drunk gooders, see you next year. In the meantime, please do not forget to not leave a like, not leave a comment, not subscribe to me, not share this video. I'm going to sleep. Bye.